You first have to understand that one definition of money is that it is a claim on the savings of society, or a claim on the productive capital of society. So the paper itself has no actual value other than its expected future exchange. That money is not wealth, money is a claim on wealth. It's basically, money is a tool for trading human time. We sacrifice our time to obtain money, we then redeem that money for commensurate sacrifices of time from others. That's what money is. Market competition is the process by which we discover truthful prices, useful innovation. If you just consider what a price is a data packet conveying the scarcity of a good or service in the marketplace. If you can counterfeit money, then you are able to steal the time of the people using the money. If you can artificially produce money that no one else has access to, then you all of a sudden can acquire the labor, time, effort, energy of others in the market at an unfair price. Said differently, you can steal human time by counterfeiting currency. Tie that into modern central banking, which is the same thing. It is a legal monopoly on currency counterfeiting. Inflation is legalized counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is criminalized inflation. They're the same thing. The law just lets one group of people do it and not anyone else. So that group of people that are allowed to counterfeit are called central bankers. And the beneficiaries of central bank counterfeiting are central bank shareholders that have this legal monopolistic license to steal human time in perpetuity in the marketplace. And that is exactly what's happening around the world today. That's exactly what makes the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. People don't understand it. People don't understand that the US dollar, the global reserve currency, the most powerful money in the world, is the largest pyramid scheme in human history. Whoever gets the freshly printed money first steals from everyone else. And then whoever gets it second steals a little bit less, but they're still stealing. And then whoever gets it last, which are typically the poor, retirees, people living on fixed income, they get stolen from. They're robbed by this mechanism.
There's minimal ways that you could set up a society that will work. And so one of them is that the society has to be set up so that your sacrifices will pay off. And so it has to make promises. People have to make promises to one another. And that's what money is. Money is a promise that your sacrifice will pay off in the future. That's what money is. And so if the society is stable, you can store up your work right now. You can sacrifice your impulses and you can work and you can store up credit for the future. And then you can make the future a better place. But society has to be stable enough to allow for that. Hyperinflation will do you in. So the promise that's implicit in the currency is the promise that what you're doing now will pay off in the future. And if people don't have that promise, then, well, we know what they do. Because they get really impulsive and violent, and like, why the hell not? That's what you do when the future doesn't matter, when it's not real. You default back to living in the moment, and you take what you can get right now. And no wonder, because you don't know if you're going to be around in a year. And you get whatever you can while you can bloody well get it. And that's like anarchy, that state.
Look at our society. At every level, it is levels and different groups parasiting off other people and other groups, all the way down. Look, I mean, what greater expression of the parasital mind could you have than the human banking system? It's everything. I mean, what is it doing? And in fact, what banking is doing, because everything is energy, it is trawling and vampiring our energy. What is money? It's energy. You put it in your pocket, you put it in your bank account, that energy becomes attached to you while it's in your ownership and therefore in your energy field. It picks up your energy. It then moves on to someone else. It picks up their energy. And when it eventually comes back to source, what is the interest? The interest at the energetic level is human energy. And they are trawling energy back on top of principle. Energy on top of the energy of money that was put out there in the first place.
That's our life force, is we go to work every day. We work, or we toil the land and create food, and that creates a commodity that can then be traded or sold. But if we're giving all our money, whether it's wittingly or unwittingly, to Goldman Sachs, or to J.P. Morgan, or to Chase Manhattan, or Citibank, or whatever company it is, we're gonna keep getting the same thing over and over.
There was a document that came to light years ago called Quiet Weapons for Quiet Wars, and it described in some detail how mass social engineering and mass mind control goes on. And one of the things it talked about at some length was how money is used to this end. And this is what it said about money in the context of what we've just talked about. Economics is only a social extension of a natural energy system. Since energy is the key to all activity on the face of the earth, it follows that in order to attain a monopoly of energy, raw materials, goods and services, and to establish a world system of slave labor, it is necessary to have a first strike capability in the field of economics. In order to maintain our position, it is necessary that we have absolute first knowledge of the science of control over all economic factors and the first experience of engineering the world economy. In order to achieve such sovereignty, you must at least achieve this one end, that the public will not make either the logical or mathematical connection between economics and the other energy sciences, or learn to imply such knowledge. It was discovered that an economy obeyed the same laws as electricity, and that all of the mathematical theory and practical and computer knowledge developed for the electronic field could be directly applied to the study of economics. This discovery was not openly declared, and its more subtle implications were and are kept a closely guarded secret. For example, that in an economic model, human life is measured in dollars, and that the electric spark generated when opening a switch connected to an active inductor is mathematically analogous to the initiation of war.